Inflation likely cooling just a bit. Texans are still dealing with the impact of higher utility costs. There are a lot of factors playing into that. 25 News' Ian Chris tonight is in the newsroom. Ian, what are we talking about here?
Hey Todd, some energy experts say Texans may have to deal with higher utility costs the next couple of years because the state's power grid did not get the overhaul it needed following the disastrous 2021 winter storm.
This is going to cost Texans money.
Ed Hers with the University of Houston says Texans are feeling the impact of a failed grid system that happened during the winter vortex in 2021.
We're going to be paying a huge amount of money, billions of dollars, for the mistakes made by the Public Utility Commission and ERCOT during that freeze.
Ed says another factor like increase of demand for export of natural gas to European countries and the volatility in the energy market has made an impact as well. Factors that have forced Texans to spend up to 28% of income on electric bills.
PUC and ERCOT have been layering on surcharges to try and stabilize the grid, to try and make sure that the generators have enough money to stay in the game.
Hers says things are not looking better anytime soon.
As we look forward, we're looking at more expensive energy markets, not just this year, but the year following and the year following that.
Energy expert Ed here says he does predict those high utility costs to continue in the winter months for the consumer. We went to Facebook to ask, how has your life been impacted by rising utility costs? One lady says she's cut back spending, but it still hasn't balanced out. In our Facebook post, Robin Reeson said, every time I get rid of an expense to try and extend my paycheck, my rent goes up, or my water goes up, or my electric goes up. And there goes the extra money I thought I would have had to put aside. Others like Sean Baker said, it's been very hard. I now get a disconnect notice every month, and by the time I can pay my light bill, it's on the day of disconnection. So yes, it's taking food out of my family's mouth and putting more weight on my shoulders. Ed Hers says conservation is the best option to minimize the impact felt.
So for consumers to be able to adjust their thermostats, to make sure they've insulated their pipes and insulated their homes, those are savings that pay off year after year.
Last week, the Public Utility Commission unveiled a new proposal to guarantee there is enough electricity to meet increased power. In the newsroom, Ian Chris, 25 News.
All right, Ian.